what's happening right now. But Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer is the Deputy Director of IT and Elections for the NDC. He's joining us on Zoom right now. Thank you so much for joining us here on Ghana Tonight. And I'm sure you've seen the verdict of the court today. For you as a party, how is it scratching you in terms of preparing for the Amenfi Central constituency, and how Peter Kwachiaka right now may not rescind his decision to come back and contest on the ticket of the NDC?
Very well, Alfred, let me say good evening to your cherished viewers and to you yourself. Yes, I was in court today. We heard the ruling all right. But quickly, there was a caveat in the ruling, in the sense that the judge was referring to the old injunction that to him is still pending. So he thinks that if we want to proceed on anything, we need to go and vacate that old injunction. So quickly, we instructed our lawyers to do the needful. I mean, by drafting a writ, a quick one, and fortunately, we were able to file a fresh one at Sekondi High Court today to vacate that old injunction. And the Electoral Commission was duly served today at their office in Takoradi this evening. And so the status quo maintained. The Electoral Commission cannot proceed until the decision of this Sekondi High Court to vacate the old injunction as pending. So we've been given on the 7th of November to appear before the learned judge of Sekondi High Court to look at the matter. So clearly, we are not perturbed. We are still going to pursue all the legal means to make sure that we have a candidate at Amenfi Central. It's our seat, and Joanna is going to win the seat. So it's early days yet for anybody to think that Joanna is out of the race. She's not at all, completely. In fact, we're able to file today. So the Electoral Commission cannot proceed with any action on Amenfi Central until on the 7th of November, when we all appear before the learned judge of the Sekondi High Court.
Get the understanding that's going to be the next move for you. 7th of November is the date that you're looking at to remedy the situation, to have Joanna Jankojo still contest as your parliamentary candidate in the Amenfi Central constituency?
Yes, certainly. Yes, we're able to serve the Electoral Commission today. So they cannot proceed. Both of us have to wait until 7th of November, when we go there to see whether that rate that injunct us on the 13th of September is still pending. So we'll make sure that we remedy that one come November 7th.
Well, but there are some lawyers who also made the argument that this particular injunction on the 31st of May injunction was relative to the outcome of the first primaries, which was held over a year ago. And so why are you focusing on this one that's this latest one, when the other one is still pending that relates to the primaries that you as a party, you took a decision to quash the results of that primaries and then to have a rerun for a fresh primaries, which has then produced the results of Joanna Jankojo. But then you still have an interlocutory injunction that is pending on the first primaries that you have quashed. Why is it still pending? Why don't you want to deal with that?
In fact, we got advice from our legal department that so long as the petitioners were looking for certain reliefs, and then the court, you see, what the court did was to prevent us initially from having a candidate over there. Because if you look at the day the court put on for the hearing of the case, was going to happen after we had filed nominations. So who in his right thinking mind would pursue such an agenda? You put a date, and the date will be after nomination has been filed. And so there was no way we were going to gamble in such a situation. That is why we nullified the first one. And we thought that by nullifying it, it will kill all processes that was in the court. And then so we went ahead to file a fresh processes to make sure that we have a new candidate. I went there. I went and supervised the election at Amenfi Central. And the Electoral Commission was fully represented. In fact, their district director was there. And then he did the processes. It was popular acclamation. And so it came to us as a surprise when the Electoral Commission turned around to say that no, she is not qualified because there's an old injunction pending. And then so that's what we quickly put in that interlocutory injunction to stop the Electoral Commission from proceeding after they issued a letter. I mean, so when we went to court last week, and then the learned judge said, well, I've listened to the Electoral Commission. I'll make my ruling today. And he was still referring to the old injunction. That made us, in fact, it took all of us by surprise because we don't, why? Why would this old thing still be involved? Because that old injunction was for the last election that was held, not the current one. She's a fresh candidate. And so we thought that injunction was for the last election, not the current one. Well, the judge has ruled. We respect the court decision, and that is why we took steps to vacate the old injunction. And that's why we quickly ran and made sure that we filed a fresh processes in Sekondi to vacate the old injunction. And they've slated November 7th for us to come so that argue our case, reasons why they should vacate that injunction and allow Joanna to proceed. And I'm very sure in my mind that even the petitioners, I don't think they're interested in the matter again. I mean, the constituency, we are together now. Because all the grievances that they were looking for, we managed to resolve that for them. So there's no need to pursue an agenda that will not help anybody. In any case, John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, we are winning the election. And everybody wants to be part of the winning team. And so why will you want to drag your feet on issues that will not benefit you anyhow? And so the best thing is that they should let bygone be bygone, let Jana move on. She's going to win the seat for us, certainly. I mean, so we'll make our day come November 7th.
You cannot also discount the strength of Peter Kachiaka, at least, based on what I've just run through right now. He is a potent contender in this constituency based on his history, his impact and track record. Can you?
Well, I would describe him as a spent force as of now. I've been to the constituency. Oh, yes. I mean, I've been to the constituency. You saw how he lost the primaries when he went for the primaries.
The primaries he's challenging. He is challenging the primaries.
I mean, he was not challenging the outcome of the primary. He was rather, these people were challenging the eligibility of Joanna, not the process. It wasn't the process he was challenging. He was challenging the eligibility of Joanna. And that's what they were all along challenging at the court. It's not about the process. It's not about delegates and all that. The delegates overwhelmingly voted for Joanna. And I'm saying that I've been to the constituency severally. And I can tell you today, if they put the ballot box there and Joanna appeared on the ballot paper, she will get not less than 85 to 90% of the votes in the constituency. She's loved by everybody. Both old, young, middle age. They love the young lady. She's down to earth. In fact, Kwachi is a spent force. They don't even want to hear him over there. So this thing that he's doing is neither here nor there. He'd better stop it. And then let's forge ahead.
I see, but you're projecting what, 85 to 90% for Joanna Jankojo?
I'm telling you.
Based on what exactly? What informs this projection? Because
she's down on in fact, if you get to the constituency, the kind of activity she's doing for the ages, the middle age and the youth in particular, they like her. She's loved by everybody. I mean, she's easygoing. She easily mingle with them, and then she's helping them, the downtrodden in the community. Recently, she's been doing a lot of health activities, health screening all over, helping the aged in the communities and all that. As I said yesterday, I had calls from about 3 paramounts within their constituency. Chiefs, they were telling me that, look, if they don't bring back Joanna, they will boycott the election. They're not going to vote anybody. Because they know what the lady is doing. And they think that she should represent them. She's a worthy replacement for Kwachi. I've been there. Look, all these years you have mentioned, go there and see the attitude of Kwachi over there. I'm not surprised they voted him out during the primaries, because that place, you think that is a rural areas, but the people are educated, they understand the situation in the country, and they follow the pattern of development with other communities. And the short stay of Joanna in that constituency, they have seen that actually she's somebody who will actually help them when she gets to Parliament.
Well, we'll see. So November 7, right, is the date to watch. And we'll see.
Yes, very well. November 7.
We'll see what happens in court related to this, whether the courts will smile at you to have a candidate in the Amenfi Central constituency going to this election or not. But
I'm very sure of that.
Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer is the Deputy Director of IT and Elections for the NDC.